So Wolfe's has been in business for many generations, starting with my great uncle and then my grandfather, Harold Worswick. And my dad came on after he graduated from Washburn, and then Dee came on shortly after that. So they've been here forever as a downtown staple. My dad and Dee are pretty different, which I think is what makes them a really good team. Dad will always say he's sort of the background guy, the numbers cruncher. He's an accountant by degree. And Dee is the people person, and he's out there and he's talking to customers. So I think that balance has been really good for them.
I'm a huge fan of Mike Worswick. I feel very honored to have worked in his store. It's a point of recognition. There's always been a self-satisfaction saying that I work at Wolfe's.
What Dee excels at when I've worked with him is encouraging you to run with an idea. So if you have something that's just percolating in your brain, he'll say, do it, go for it. And he's just a quick starter like that.
They've got two partners that are totally different kind of people. Dee and Mike have learned how to work together and how to be able to get things done. You know, Wolfe's is a world-class organization. Ironically, people in Topeka don't know of their reputation outside Topeka. And it's because Mike and Dee have this passion that they know how they want to be treated as a customer. You will find a better selection of product and better trained people and better classes in Topeka, I dare say, than you would in Chicago. And in fact, I have met people in that store that have driven 150 miles to come to Wolfe's in Topeka.
What has made them successful is their willingness to flex over time as things change in their industry.
I give Dee credit for, they started out calling it Wolfe's Cameras, and then it was Wolfe's Cameras and Camcorders, and it was Wolfe's Cameras, Camcorders, and Computers.
Selling phones when phones became deregulated.
And they were into copiers.
Big screen TVs.
They were into home entertainment centers.
Photo finishing.
Now it's drones. I see Dee as a driver for that. He's not afraid to take calculated risks. He sees what's going on around him. Dee is able to pick up new things and run with them. If you look at some of the changes that came about at Wolfe's, it's because Sandra, Dee's wife, said, you know, if we did this, what if we do that? How about this? And as a credit to Mike and to Dee, she was upending tradition. Debbie, Mike's wife, is an absolute angel and is very, very supportive in everything I have ever seen Mike do. Debbie is right there to help keep him focused and, just as importantly, keep him in a position that he doesn't have to worry about anything else.
A lot of times we'll have toys or something that we might have available for sale in the store. Mike would buy more toys, would be able to donate a good number of those for the Toys for Tots.
I remember growing up around Christmas time, he would take me to Toys R Us, and we'd go and we would just buy a ton of toys, crayons and silly putty and Play-Doh, and he would take them all to Let's Help. As a child, that was such a wonderful memory for me, and I know it was really important for him to instill in me some of those values of giving.
Mike and Dee both see the community as more than the city limits. They're both involved within their industry on a national basis.
Pro is a buying group and a support network for independent camera retailers,
helping other members of the industry be successful. I've been to conventions where Dee has spoke, and Mike is president of the Pro Group, speaks obviously at every convention.
So there was travel involved and still is travel involved for Pro. I have really great memories of Dad coming home from work. When we heard that garage door come up, we were waiting at the door. I mean, for years, I remember it being that way, and it's because that's what my mom did. That was the example she set. Dad's home, we give him a hug and a kiss, and we're excited to see him, and then our home life would just begin. And he always carved out the time to show me that I was important to him.
They're very different in the business sense and in their private lives, you know. DeWitt is a traveler.
Dee loves to be outside. They have a house in Colorado, and they really enjoy spending time there. My dad, when you don't find him at Wolfe's, he is with a book in hand and a glass of wine in the other hand, or he's that guy on the Shunga Trail who can somehow read while power walking, which is always very impressive.
Mike spends a lot of time being ready for the Sunday school he teaches every Sunday.
He also just recently told me about a year ago that, you know, being a grandpa is almost more fun than running a camera store.
If there's one word about good partnerships, it's respect. Whether that's in a marriage, whether that's in a business partnership, there's no question Dee respects Mike, Mike respects Dee's, and the employees respect both of them.